Welcome to Mental Health in Sweat, a conversation we were never supposed to have, but must. This is where we talk openly about hyperhidrosis, body odor, anxiety, relationships, confidence, and the mental weight of living in a body you can't control. No shame, no silence, just truth, solutions, and community. This is Hyperhidrosis Awareness Kenya, and we're done whispering.
Today's topic is me. Yes, me. We're doing it different. I am today's episode on mental health and sweat. I usually don't put my life out in the public view. In this episode, I'm not attempting to put everything out. No. However, I know there's some of you who may have known or been aware that I was once a married man. I had a wife, and we did the traditional marriage. Now, usually I don't put or post my private life because that life only belongs to me. People may disagree with me, but that's just me. I don't like posting my private life because anything that you put online you cannot defend. The marriage didn't last long. Divorce happened. So you'll ask, in traditional marriage setting, how do people divorce? Separation. And the definition of divorce is separation. So yeah. First and foremost, no one has life figured out. Mistakes are lessons. They become mistakes when you repeat them. You can never be too careful or fully know someone until you live with them. The most important of them all is that you cannot hide from your true self. There is the school of life, and then there is women. The school of women has no graduates because if you study a woman or if you study women, you will never graduate. I'm not here to tarnish or talk about my ex-wife. As a matter of fact, you've never seen a post or come across a video of me talking about my ex-wife, and chances are it will never happen. However, I can talk about the lessons. And these are lessons that I've learned over the years, though the interactions and relationships that I've had with people, not necessarily romantic relationships, but you see, life itself is it's a school. And you have to be prepared for life. Not to figure everything out and say that now you're the king of such and such, but to be prepared. When people go to war, when soldiers go to war, they prepare for war. And so, if you look at your life, you're a sum total of all the decisions that you've made. And you're living the consequences of your decisions. So these lessons may not, and they are not one size fits all. However, they should help you in your school of life. These lessons, if you put them into consideration, they are going to help you make the best decisions. The first lesson: respect and love of self. Respect and self-love. Respect is the recognition of inherent dignity, worth, and autonomy of individuals, involving admiration or high regard. It's respect first, because if you respect yourself, then you love yourself. Respecting yourself means you have principles, and principles are a set of laws or virtues that govern an individual. Principles are a personal constitution and cannot be sacrificed. When you break the law and you've been apprehended and taken to court, you're charged, and they read the Constitution. They actually read for you the clause, the law that you've broken. Principles work the same because it's a personal constitution that govern you as an individual. As an individual, you are bounded by your principles. This means that someone or people who want to be in your life, they either align with your principles or there is no interaction. For instance, one of my principles, so this means I have about several, and in total I have 12 key principles, but there can be more. It's up to you to generate your own constitution. So one of my key principles is I do not encourage intoxication of any shape or form around me. This principle still stands. You cannot visit me and drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, weed, or any substance in my place, and you won't find me in areas or places where such happens. Well, has Martin ever consumed alcohol? Yes. Sherehe ni stage. This is a stage. It was once a stage in my early 20s. And as a stage is not something permanent. Picture a bus stop. But in this other side of the continent, we have bus stages. A stage is not permanent. You can wake up in the morning and the stage has been moved, or there is no more stage. So alcohol, consuming alcohol, going out clubbing, smoking, it's a stage. Now, I knew from the onset that alcohol was not my thing. However, I had to go through that stage, because if I skipped that stage, then I'll be doing those things in my old age, which I don't want to, and I never wanted to. So it was a stage. And at the age of 27 is when I quit drinking. And I'm an old man, by the way. So by the age of 27, that was in 2014. It's been 12 going to 13 years. I've never touched alcohol. No, I cannot call it 13 years of sobriety, because I was never hooked on alcohol. Never. So by virtue of me not consuming alcohol, and I'm not wild and I'm not out here, this makes me very boring to a majority of people. Very, very boring. You don't drink, you don't smoke. So what's your poison? That has always been the question. What's your poison? have 12 key principles. I'm bounded by them, and I won't sacrifice them for anyone or anything. When you respect yourself, when you respect and love yourself, you become visible. Your character speaks for you. You attract all kinds of people, including narcissists, broken people, and healed people. And this is due to the energy that you carry. There is a certain energy you carry when you love, when you respect yourself. Remember, respect is the Mount Rushmore. Respect is the highest paradigm. Respect. Because if you respect yourself, which is the highest paradigm, then it's automatically you love yourself. There is no negotiation when it comes to respect and self-love. It's your personal project, and no one will do it for you. I hate to break it down to you, but yeah, it's your personal project, and no one is going to do it for you. Accountability ceases to be an issue when you're able to identify things that you're doing that go against your principles. You don't blame shift, or blame other people for your own mistakes and decisions. The true essence of recognition is respect. When you respect yourself, you will walk away from disrespect. That is lesson number 1, respect and love of self.
If this episode spoke to you, know this: you are not broken, you are not alone, and help exists. Sweat disorders affect the body, but they don't define your worth. Follow Hyperhidrosis Awareness Kenya, share this conversation, and reach out when you need support. We see you, we hear you, and this journey doesn't end here.